My name is Father Dwayne Davis. I'm the pastor of St. Thomas Aquinas and the administrator of Our Lady Help of Christians. As you know, I moved from Jamaica to Jamaica, so Jamaica, West Indies, to Jamaica, New York. Coming from an island country with beautiful beaches, the sun is always nice and warm all the time, so it really was great there. I'm also a convert to Catholicism. So at the age of 10, I converted to become a Catholic. And part of my conversion story, I like to say that it's called the milk story, because the short end of the story is that I was going to the store one Sunday to buy milk, and this wonderful lady engaged me in conversation. And at the end of the conversation, she invited me to church with her. And I went to the Catholic Church at the age of 10 and never left. The priest there was Father Louis Grenier, and he was the first one who ever made me thought about the priesthood, because everyone who went to him got helped. He helped everyone who came to him, and that was a real sign for me of what I wanted to do in my life. I wanted to be a helper, I wanted to give back, and I wanted to serve the Lord. Today we're visiting my home parish of St. Joseph in Jamaica, Queens. So this is the place I actually grew up. This is the place I started off when I first came to the United States. And when I came here at the age of 12, this was the parish that was closest to my home. And so I walked here to Mass every Sunday. Run up here at St. Joseph and assisting the priest at this altar oftentimes reminded me that one day I wanted to be able to celebrate Mass at this altar. So especially when I was in the seminary and I'd come home on vacation, I'd always feel the closeness to this altar and knowing that one day when I get ordained a priest, I'd celebrate Mass here at this altar. I remember the people. I remember Stella, and I remember where Stella used to sit on Sunday morning. I remember Miss Enid, who was one of the great supporters of my priesthood. I can remember where people sat. I can remember the encouragement that they gave me throughout the time. I remember my parish priest, the parish priest that I had over that period of time, especially the current parish priest, who was the one who was here when I was ordained, Father Chris Piazza, who has become a great friend and a great mentor. And so I remember their encouragement and all that they did to support me in my own priesthood. So I was ordained on June 29th, 2013, the feast of St. Peter and Paul. After ordination, I actually celebrated my first Mass at this very altar. I remember being so nervous. But on the day of ordination, Bishop Damasio does something very unique. He announced to you the parish that you're going to go to, and that's where you're going to start ministry in. And I remember for the first time meeting Monsignor Brown, the pastor of St. Thomas Aquinas in Flatlands, and hearing that I would be going to St. Thomas Aquinas in Flatland. That was my first assignment as a priest. So I got to St. Thomas Aquinas in Flatlands, and I worked really well with Monsignor Brown for 3.5 years before he died pretty suddenly and pretty early. And after that, the bishop asked me to take on the parish of St. Thomas Aquinas and become the pastor. I never in a million years would have guessed that I would be the pastor of St. Thomas Aquinas. At that time, I was the youngest pastor in the Diocese of Brooklyn, and I'm pretty sure the youngest pastor in New York State, maybe even the youngest pastor on the East Coast. One of the most important things I learned from being a pastor is really being with the people, smelling like the sheep. I think Pope Francis have said that over and over again, that we must smell like the sheep, smell like the people that we are with. And so being with the people, getting to know the people, getting to know their culture, and getting to really work with them in a very real way. It really takes a village. And I remember my village. I remember the people who have supported me on the way, the people that have encouraged me on the way. And I'm most grateful for those people who have encouraged me on the way and have supported me. And even the people today who are my village, who continue to encourage me in my priesthood, who continues to pray for me. I recognize that prayer warriors is a really, really important thing. And I thank God I have so many prayer warriors praying for me and supporting me and in my corner that I can able to be a good priest and I'm able to do the things that I do.